for cars. GT Car and his crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. 1-800-800-ROSE, the home of Supple's Florists. The Midtown Family Restaurants, 1 and 2. Harty and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street in downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dream Sports Academy in North Liberty. Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive, hit a deer, call Premier. The Oxyoke Inn in the Amanas. Streets Maintenance. Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids, led by Dr. Lance Forbes. And Big Dog Tech Solutions. From HawkFanatic.com, it's Pat Harty along with Tom Suter.
You know, you talk about hitting a deer for the commercial for Premier.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they should try to talk it out before they get into fisticuffs.
Conflict resolution?
Yes. Just a thought. I don't know.
When a cognizant argument fails, then you hit a deer, call Premier. Well, good way to look at it.
There you go.
All
right, a little windy out there, boys.
Yeah, boy. Wow. Pretty awful. And then we got snow coming Sunday night.
Yeah, and then Monday, isn't it going to be single digits?
We're actually supposed to hit around 20, but then we're hit Monday night low around 0. And then it'll be up in the 60s by next a week from today. So
how long does the 0 stuff last?
A couple of days.
So Monday and Tuesday are going to be really cold?
Yeah. Mid-20s on Tuesday, and then Wednesday mid-40s, Thursday mid-50s.
Right.
So,
the question is how much snow are we going to get Sunday night?
Well, I'm sure you guys are going to say 14 to 20 inches.
Well, they say 5 to 9, but the way the storm is tracking, it could be more because north of us, they're looking at maybe 2 feet of snow, like in Wisconsin and northern Minnesota and stuff like that. But it could track lower over the next 48 hours. We don't know.
So we could get 2 feet of snow, is what you're saying?
I don't think we'll
Tom,
get 2.
Do you think we get 2 feet of snow?
I do not believe that we will.
Well, if there's a snow warning or anything, you guys have to come in Sunday night and spend the night here, because we can't miss Hawk Fanatic on Monday.
Well, we will miss Hawk Fanatic on Monday if there's a snow emergency. You'll be here though, won't you? Have you left here?
I have, but yes.
Do you go home at night?
I do go home at night. Yes. I would be.
We're working on that.
No, yeah, I'm sure.
Get some sheets for the couches.
Maybe something a little more permanent.
So it looks like we're going to get at least 5 to 9 inches, is what they're saying. That's
what they're saying right now. National Weather Service. So.
And then 2 days later, it's going to be 60.
Well, yes. 3 or 4 days later, yeah.
Okay, so at least it won't be around for long. Still have to shovel.
Yep. I feel sorry for the landscapers. You know, they probably already taken the blades off their trucks, and now they got to go and put them back on for this storm.
Yeah,
I didn't see this one coming.
No,
nobody did.
No.
So yeah, but the wind's the problem today. It's gusting up to 50 miles an hour, and stuff is blowing everywhere.
Well, and the landfill called up yesterday to cancel for today.
Yeah, there's no way they could be open.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even take out my recycling. Because I kept seeing my neighbors recycling all over there, and I'm like, just leave it for a week. It's only about a half full anyway.
Well, yeah, and if this is your garbage day, and they come and get your
well, the garbage has weight to it, so I'm not worried about.
Yeah,
tipping.
But what happens when they pick it up and put the empty can down?
And it's going to blow, and then it'll be in when I get home. When I get home, well, I could see one of my neighbors also dragging it off the curb, but if it's out in the street, it'll be there until I get home.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just the way it is.
Well, Iowa's stint in the Big Ten tournament is over.
Mm-hmm.
Got too far behind, fought back valiantly, had a couple chances to tie it, put it into overtime, but they didn't.
Yeah, no, I give them credit. They came back.
Yeah.
And afterwards, Ben was stressing, they got to want greatness. And, I get what he's saying as a coach, but I'm guessing all those players want to be great. They're just not a great team right now. They don't have the personnel to be great. And you can will that as much as you want, but it is what it is. Wouldn't you agree?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, you can only be so great. Eventually, talent decides.
I mean, I do like this team.
Oh, I think they've won 21 games. They've won 10 games. They're in the tournament. They've met expectations for year one. I've written that over and over.
100%. Yeah.
But they're still a ways to go, and when they move forward, they're not going to have Bennett Sturts. It's going to be interesting to see how they fill that, because he is everything to this team.
He's so good.
I mean, and I know he was the only one to score in double figures, but they had 2 guys with 9 and 3 with 8.
Mm-hmm.
They had decent balanced scoring. I mean, sometimes the double figure thing could be a little bit misleading. But they had, what's that, 9 and 18 plus 24. That's 42 points from 4. That's decent. That's decent balance. I mean,
well, we got way more out of our bench than Ohio State
they
did.
just dug a hole. But part of that was there was a stretch there where Bruce Thornton was incredible.
Amazing.
I mean, just making shots and just decisions, and he was just really good, and they hung on. They've got that Amari Bynum. I think they announced he's from Lincoln, Nebraska. How did he go from Lincoln, Nebraska?
Oh, is it Lincoln, Nebraska? I know it's Nebraska.
I thought they said Lincoln, Nebraska. Maybe I'm wrong. But he's a young 6'8". He's athletic. He did that double pump that he was trying to dunk, and then turn it into. That was incredible.
That was incredible.
And but they're a decent team. They went 12-8 for a reason. But it was a good game. Iowa is at Ohio State's level. Right now, though, Ohio State's playing better. They've won 4 games in a row. Iowa's lost 4 out of 5. But like what I wrote, Iowa wins 1 game in the NCAA tournament, all this stuff's forgotten. If they win 2, they'll make a statue from McCollum. But if they win 1 game in the NCAA tournament, people will be happy with this season. That'll be 22 wins. And now that's a big if. I've seen now where some say they could be a 10 seed. I mean, that would mean they'd play a 7. That would be, isn't that right? It's 9, 10. Yeah. That would be probably a tough opponent on a neutral court. I could very well see them losing.
Somebody marginally better than we are. Going
to the NCAA tournament and giving an uninspiring performance and losing, that's not going to help things. I mean, getting the tournament's great. To me, it gives Ben a pass for this year. He's met his grade or whatever. He's met expectations, at least in my regard. But if they go there and have an uninspiring performance, it will not be good vibe going into the offseason. You win a game, that's going to, even if you lose, people will be frustrated. Oh, God, we lost again. But get that one NCAA win. I mean, Fran won 4 times? Was it 4?
I think 4 is
Alfred won 3 or 4. It doesn't, even the one game now doesn't happen very much. Now, if you get that first win, then of course you can dream about getting to the Sweet 16. And what I wrote, and I know people will roll their eyes now because since they've lost 4 out of 5, it seems the vibe now is to be down against the men's team. If you're too positive, you're a homer. But they've got a great point guard who can control tempo. They play good, inspired defense. Defense is a priority, and their head coach is willing to slow it down. To me, that's a recipe for an upset in the NCAA tournament. Fran's problems were they just throw the balls out and let it be, and they'd go out there and they would struggle to defend other teams. I think this Iowa team can control the tempo in games and maybe beat somebody who's better than them.
It's possible.
And when you have a point guard like Sturtz, guards dominate Big Ten play or Big NCAA tournament play. Guards and defense, huge in this tournament. So we'll see. Do I think they're going to get to the Elite 8? No. I doubt they'll get to the Sweet 16, but stranger things have happened. And if this team did make the Sweet 16, I would fall back on experienced point guard and defense and the willingness to slow it down. Because when you slow it down and make the possessions longer, a lot of different stuff can happen. Plus, you're preventing the other team from doing stuff on offense. So we'll see. But they got to get, they've lost 4 out of 5. And I kept thinking they were going to make a run. And that was partly because I don't think Ohio State's a great team.
No,
I knew Ohio State was going to let them back in the game and that Thornton wasn't going to be able to continue to make fadeaways with 3 guys on him, I mean.
But they were a better team yesterday, Ohio State, than the team that we beat by 17.
They had Tilly.
And plus, Thornton, they had nothing in the first half.
Yeah, part of that was because they had to compensate for not having Tilly. Iowa was able to come at Thornton with 2 defenders that whole game.
That's right.
This time they did it early, and what happened? Tilly burned him.
So
then they stopped doing it. They started playing one-on-one with Thornton, and then he started running. Tilly was huge. He was the difference in the game yesterday. I forgot that he didn't play in that first game, and see, back then though, that was a while ago. He wasn't nearly as established as he is now. I mean, he's a really good piece for them, and he's a big reason why they're 12-8. I mean, Ohio State 12-8. I did not see that coming.
No, they're playing close to their peak right
now.
They're playing real well.
They're playing really well right now. I give that coach credit because I still don't think personnel-wise they're a great team. Now, I will say Thornton and Mobley, that's a good backcourt. Man, Mobley can shoot.
It is, and if Michigan's a bit off today, Ohio State has a chance.
I give them a slight chance. I don't think Michigan's going to be off, though. They've had a little time off now. But again, who was it yesterday talking that he thought Michigan has the best personnel overall? And I would have agreed with that until Kaysen got hurt. I think that point guard loss is going to be huge for them in the tournament. I still think they're going to make a run, don't get me wrong. But you saw that in the Iowa game. When they didn't have him, they at times their offense kind of stagnated and sputtered with Cadeau, and usually when that happens, Dusty puts Kaysen in. He's athletic and he's really good. They don't have that now, so we'll see.
Yeah, so it was a little disappointing, but not surprising. I mean, if you look at the rest of the brackets in the Big Ten,
all 8 teams, they all advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halas actually tweeted that.
1 through 8.
1 through 8, all advanced. They're all playing as they were seeded. So I guess in that case,
the committee was right.
Committee was right, and the records were right. How they played in the season. Teams are what they are. Is that fair to say? To borrow a line from the late Dennis
Certainly in this instance, yeah.
The teams who we thought they are as far as the seedings, and so we'll see. Let's see. You've got. Do we have the brackets in front of us?
Yeah.
I think all 4 games are interesting in their own way.
Ohio State, Michigan leads it off at, of course, 11 o'clock our time.
Yep, and I picked Michigan by somewhere between 8 and 15 points would be my guess.
Okay. I think maybe a little closer, but okay. And then 25 minutes after that game, Wisconsin and Illinois should be a real good game.
That's going to be a really good game. Wisconsin with Blackwell and Boyd, man, they are tough to beat in tournament play like this. I'm going to give Wisconsin the edge in this one. I don't know why. I'm going to pick a tiny little upset there. Not that it's hardly an upset.
The 5 versus 4 could, yeah, that's very.
But
possible.
I think most people would probably agree that the perception is that Illinois is a little better than Wisconsin, wouldn't you?
Yes.
But I think I'm going to give this one to Wisconsin. Blackwell had 34 yesterday. Boyd had 23.
And I'm going to pick my upset in the next game.
What's that?
At 5:30 our time, Purdue versus Nebraska.
You're picking.
I'll pick Purdue.
It's funny to say that Purdue's an upset over Nebraska.
But it would be.
Yeah, not in my eyes it wouldn't be. I guess in the seeding's eyes, yes. And for me, it would not be an upset at all. It would actually, I still think Purdue's better than Nebraska.
I do too.
So to me, that's not an upset, and I would pick Purdue.
But Nebraska's had a better year.
Yeah, but they're 6-5 in their last 11, and they've had a slightly better year. Yeah. Purdue's 24 and 8.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, I would pick. I think Purdue's better.
All right, and then the nightcap. Number 6, UCLA. Number 3, Michigan State, and I think Michigan State wins.
Yeah, I do too. But UCLA, it gets kind of lost because their head coach does some things that brings the attention to him in sort of a negative light. But they went 13-7 in the Big Ten.
They've
had a really good year. And Donovan Dent just recorded the first triple-double in the history of the Big Ten tournament. He's really playing well right now. They got Sky Clark's back. They've got a really good backcourt. What I like about all 4 of these games, it wouldn't surprise me with either team winning any of the 4 games. I think all 4 of these games look very competitive on paper. When I say I'm picking this team to win, it's slightly. I don't feel real good about any of them. But I'm not.
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm just not. Nebraska's 6-5 over their last 11. They barely beat Iowa at home, an Iowa team that had lost 2 in a row. Nebraska's kind of in a funk right now, and I just think with Braden Smith and his last little run, I think Purdue, man, they came out and just not that Northwestern's very good, but when I looked at it, I think it was 32-11, something like that.
I saw part of it.
Northwestern made a little run. I'll give them credit. They didn't quit. No, and Northwestern actually played well enough down the stretch to where they got a little momentum going into the offseason, even though they went 14-19. If they can keep that young cast there, they've got a chance.
That point guard's going to be good.
He's really good. And so Singleton. I didn't realize he's only a freshman. So, he's done that before. He's taken his lumps with a group of players and then ended up being good down the road. So we'll see. But
has he got some good kids coming in?
That I don't know. I don't know that. I know Maryland. I know Maryland does.
Yeah.
And Maryland's got the challenge of keeping. He's got to keep that Andre Mills because people are going to be trying to poach him. Did you see the story about supposedly an assistant coach from one school bought tickets to a game for a team that has a player that the moment the portal opens up, they want to start coming after, and he wanted to make his presence felt in the stands? To me, that's just
oogie.
That's just not right. Wow. If it's true,
no, of course it's.
I read
right.
it somewhere. I didn't. You got to be kidding me. But man, that's where I think we're going.
Yeah, of course we are. Well, they need to get some more guidelines. They have to.
Well, we've been saying that for 2 years, and eventually, I think eventually they will. But I don't know. That thing that they did in D.C. with the president and all that didn't accomplish anything. Plus, you had no athletes there. You had 2 black people there. It just didn't seem like it had the right.
Well, the president shouldn't have anything whatsoever to do with.
Oh, I agree with that. I don't care who's the president.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
No.
But if you're going to get 37 people, don't you think you should have more than a couple
Yes.
women and some athletes?
Yes.
Yeah, it just made no sense to me. But that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
So were you really bummed after the loss yesterday?
No, not at all.
I thought they had a good account of themselves. And
I mean, I, of course, wanted us to win.
And I think it's different knowing that they're in the NCAA tournament. I mean, of course, we don't know, but they're in it. I mean, it would be stunning. I mean, I'm still seeing them as a 9 seed, but I've also seen 10. And some people asked me yesterday if they lose, could they possibly go to Dayton? I mean, there's always a possibility. So would that be 3 days in Dayton for you and Ann? That was what it would be called, too. 3 days in Dayton.
3 days in Dayton.
You like the idea?
The world's yours.
You could drive. How far is Dayton from Canton? Because you could go to the NFL Hall of Fame. I know Ann's dying to go to the NFL Hall of Fame, isn't she?
I really don't know my Ohio geography very well.
Oh, and then Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. You could go there.
That's where I would go.
Well, actually, one of the couple we stayed with when we were in Tucson, we kind of... None of us have been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so we're sort of tentatively talking about maybe meeting up in Cleveland.
That would be cool.
That would be
I've
cool.
still
never done it.
Last time I was in Cleveland, it wasn't. When was it built?
In the 90s?
Yeah, I was there a long time ago, and it wasn't. It was just being built. But a buddy of mine just went recently, and he took pictures of like the Morrison Shrine. And sent me all. It looks like it'd be pretty cool.
Well, building a new wing on it for all the rappers and the country stars that are going into the Rock and Roll.
Yeah, I don't know
Hall
why
of
they
Fame.
can't have their own Hall of Fame.
Stupid.
Why don't they have their own Hall of Fames?
I don't know.
And because it isn't a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore.
No, it really isn't.
It's
You got like
Pop Music Hall of Fame or.
You got like Mott the Hoople next to NWA, stuff like that.
I mean, so what is popular music, rap, country, and pop?
Pop. Yeah.
Classic.
So what would you call that as an aggregate?
I guess music.
The Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But
then
the original vision
John
of
Philip Sousa.
Oof.
The sound of the Sound Hall of Fame, anything that the Noise Hall of Fame. I mean, I guess I don't. Yeah, I'm with you though. I've never understood.
No,
but I think with part of it, it's just like I think with the Hall of Fame in athletics, some athletes are getting in now. Really?
Yeah.
But they have to keep the
I
tradition
agree.
going, and I don't think we produce enough Hall of Fame athletes and artists to keep up with the need to keep inducting them into the.
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone in the baseball and football, but when I think of the Hall of Fame. I mean, I think of like Gale Sayers or
right,
and Babe Ruth and
Johnny
Willie Mays.
Unitas.
Yeah,
and there's only so many of those. And I get Tom Brady; he's not in it yet, but he will be. I mean, God, I can't believe I'm saying O.J. Simpson. I mean, that's when I know he butchered 2 people, but that's the kind of athlete though.
Exactly.
When I think of Hall of Fame, Dick Butkus.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And I just think there's getting to be too many in all these Hall of Fames, and music's no different than sports.
No.
So is O.J. still in the Hall of Fame, or did they boot him out after he butchered 2 people?
I'm not sure.
I don't believe he was convicted, though, boys.
Yeah, but he still lost his Hall. Didn't he lose his Heisman Trophy? Didn't they take that from him?
I believe they did.
Probably.
No, I know he wasn't. But do we agree that it looked like he looked pretty guilty?
Yeah.
that he did look. That maybe he
Real
had
guilty.
something to do with it. That's all I'm saying.
Real guilty.
Whoever did it, they did butcher him.
He was inducted in 1985, and he has not been taken out.
Okay, and deservedly so. He was inducted. O.J. was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
I remember. I was old enough to remember that 2,000-yard season in '73. I was 8 I remember just every weekend he would just run the ball over and over and over.
Oh God, yeah.
And what I liked about him is when he scored a touchdown, he didn't celebrate. He just, and that was at a time when Billy White and all those celebrations were Elmo
It's
Wright
just
and all
getting
those
started,
celebrations.
yeah, yep.
And yet OJ didn't do it. Okay, I'm done praising OJ.
Well, as a football player, he
He's
earned
great
it.
for sure.
He was incredible.
Sorry,
he was incredible.
Hello.
Hi there. I have something popped up on my phone that I thought you guys might be interested in. Jim Irsay's sales started yesterday.
Oh
and
yeah.
David if you haven't heard, David Gilmour's Black Stratocaster went for $14.5 million.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
And Jerry Garcia's Tiger guitar went for $11.5 million.
God, how ridiculous.
There you go. Have a good one, guys.
You know, honest to God,
What?
If you got enough money to spend $14.5 million on somebody else's
Give it to the
car,
homeless?
Jesus God.
So what do you think David Gilmour's thinking when he hears that? How much of that does he get, or does he get any of it?
Oh, I'm sure he does. Well, it depends who owned it.
Well,
now.
I'm saying, we don't know if he owned it or not.
If he didn't own it, he's not going to get any.
Right.
It's not his anymore.
No, he's obviously sold it for charity
So
or
is-
something.
So is David Gilmour really a $3 million better drummer or better guitar player than Jerry Garcia?
Not in my eyes, but in others'
They're
eyes.
two of my favorites.
You could make the case.
I mean, I will say they're two of the most distinct. When I think of Mark Knopfler, Jerry Garcia, and David Gilmour, the moment I hear them strum, I know it's them.
Yeah.
Especially Knopfler. I mean, the moment you hear a diver, you know it's Mark Knopfler. Same with Jerry. But, yeah, I've never understood the need, the desire to own other people's stuff at any cost, let alone that. I don't care if you're Elon Musk. It's just odd. I was never an autograph person either. I just, none of that stuff really ever.
No.
I never.
Not very much. I have some Hawkeye stuff, but none of it is, Luca Garza's jockstrap from
Well, you keep
the Big Ten.
You keep that concealed, don't you?
Well, I have baseball memorabilia, but it's not something you can display. It's like roster books and programs and.
Well, I'm not.
stuff like
It's
that.
just not me. I
Right.
remember my dad saying, "Why do I need somebody's signature?"
I was at a fundraiser and got a Don Larson autographed baseball for $50.
That's pretty
You
good.
still have it?
Yeah.
You should try to sell it. See what you can get for it. Put it out there and see what you get for
Do you
it.
have provenance with it? Like something certifying that
No.
it was.
Oh, then they'll tear you up.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, we can't. It looks like his signature.
How do we know you're not a con artist? They'll tear you apart.
You
it's not worth it.
You were talking about the Hall of Fames. There's been 9 years in where no one was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame as recently as 2021.
Well,
So
good.
you
At
gotta
least they're having some.
Well, that's the way it
Standards.
should be, to me, as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned. If you don't elect somebody just to elect somebody.
Rock and roll does it every year now, don't they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And it's just getting ridiculous.
yeah. It's
Some of the
bad.
bands that get in. Well, I remember I was stunned that Green Day got in, and then I got attacked by. I said it here. And then I got attacked by Green Day fans. I never really knew that Green Day had struck a nerve with so many
Oh,
people.
I like Green Day.
I'm
okay.
like, what's
okay.
that? Good Riddance. Is that the one?
Yeah, time of your life.
Time of Your Life. I don't mind that one.
No,
but,
I think that's great. Song.
but that we're talking Hall of Fame. I mean, you got Green Day right next to Led Zeppelin and
the Beatles.
The Beatles.
Well, here's the list this year: Mariah Carey,
Okay, not a rocker.
Cher.
Not a rocker.
But I can see Cher being in just for withstanding the test of time.
Yeah.
Well, I think Cher's great.
And
I like her a lot.
Were you a big fan of Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves?
No, not my favorite of hers.
But that helped her get
But
in.
that's her career. I mean,
Exactly.
she's had a great career.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can see Cher.
But part of your career, though, she's had is acting, which should have nothing to do with getting in the Music Hall of Fame.
That's also true.
Yeah, Dave Matthews Band. Now they're terrific.
I get it. I never was into them that much. I know a lot of people that loved them. I always thought their songs kind of sounded alike.
Yeah.
Don't disagree.
But a lot of people love them.
Eric-
Aren't they the ones who lost all their poop in the van in Chicago?
They dumped their poop into the Chicago
What do
River.
you think of that,
They
Suter?
did. Yeah, it's nice.
In honor of Gigi Allen.
Here's one I've never heard of: Eric B. and Rakim. Do you know?
No.
They must
No.
be some rap group.
Never heard of them.
Jane's Addiction, for their genre, maybe.
Is that what's his name?
Come
The guy who started Lollapalooza.
Perry Farrell? Yeah.
To me, that's not Hall of Fame, is it?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's not Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Lenny Kravitz.
That's not Hall of Fame.
He's good, but not great.
That's
I
not
agree
Hall
with
of
you.
Fame.
I would say good, but not great.
Lisa Stansfeld,
Never heard of her.
Oasis,
Was she been around the world and
believe so, yeah. Sade and Sinead O'Connor.
Okay, Sade did that Smooth Operator,
Yeah.
but is that enough to get in the Hall of Fame?
I wouldn't think.
And you said Oasis. I know some people will disagree, but I don't think Oasis is Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't
They had
last.
Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova.
Didn't they quit for like 30 years because they hate each other?
Yeah, no.
That's got to affect their status.
Mary J. Blige is in there too. So.
No, that's not Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's
No
just-
knock on any of them. I mean, congratulations, but
Okay, here's like the Black Crowes are in there.
No.
Jeff Buckley,
Like the Black Crows.
who did basically one
And
song.
Did he drown or did his dad drown? Tim Buckley was his dad who drowned, saving his kid, didn't he?
I think so. Melissa Etheridge, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, I think by himself deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, or with Genesis.
Well, Genesis
Yes.
too, yeah.
Well, the other
Plus,
one, who'd you
as a
say?
session drummer, he's almost
That's
could
what I'm
be
saying.
in.
Who-
Yeah.
Who's the other one you said with? Melissa Etheridge, no, I
Yeah.
don't. She's not Hall of Fame. in my eyes.
Lauren Hill, that's
Not
R&B.
Hall of Fame. No,
Billy Idol,
no, not Hall of Fame.
In Excess.
In Excess. I mean, are they.
So
Okay,
I would take Billy Idol before I
if
take
In Excess is in the Hall of Fame, then why isn't Supertramp?
Exactly.
And why isn't Little Feat?
Right. Iron Maiden.
I know Tyler Devine would disagree, but I say no. Iron Maiden's not Hall of Fame. Suter?
I no, I couldn't. I don't even know how many people are in the band.
What's the name of their mascot?
Eddie or Freddie?
Eddie, I think
They
it's
have
Eddie.
a mascot?
Yeah, he's a big monster-looking dude named Eddie.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, a question for Pat. So, I don't know if you've talked about this before, but why are they moving the boys state basketball tournament to Ames?
Oh, I didn't know they were.
Yeah, this is the last year in Des Moines.
They're moving
Yeah,
it
for
to.
10 years at least.
Yeah.
They're moving it
Hilton
to Hilton.
Coliseum.
Well, I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
a business.
I'm guessing it's money.
I'm guessing it's money, but again, I'm just guessing. I was not aware of that. I don't follow preps as much as I used to, but
Oh,
that
well, I was watching a story on KCCI the other night, and they had asked about 6 people, that were at different games there.
Yeah.
And nobody likes it. Even Cyclone fans don't like it.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Couple people
I will
said
say Ames is still centrally located, and there is
Yes.
a ton of parking up there. But no, I don't understand. It's got to be like Tom and I. It's
Money.
got to be something to do with money, contract, availability,
Of course.
something like that. But I wish I knew more, but I don't. But yeah, thanks for. I didn't know.
Yeah, even the motels there, though. Ames doesn't have that.
No, you're right about that.
Half
Not
the teams
near as-
probably going to have to go to Des Moines.
well,
Or Ankeny.
and people will do that.
Yeah, they will. But no, to me, it makes no sense unless if it's just something that's not available. We couldn't agree to a contract or something. Too bad they couldn't play at Vets again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go back in
Yeah,
time
that'd
a
be
little
awesome.
bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was not aware of that. Wow.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Yep.
Thanks.
He didn't get us back to the Hawks, but he got us back to
Back to
sports.
sports,
Back
yep.
to sports. All right, now let's get back to music.
Okay, so Joy Division and New Order.
No, they don't. Are they? So you're saying they're all in the Hall of Fame?
These
No.
are the nominees this year.
Oh, Joy. No, I mean,
No, absolutely.
Joy Division.
not.
Their guy Ian Curtis hung himself. Very sad. He had epilepsy. Their music is very depressing and
And
dark.
it's not joy.
I have their
joyful.
greatest hits, and there's no joy in their greatest
Yeah.
hits. It's very depressing.
New Edition,
No,
Pink,
no.
Pink is great.
But she's not Hall of Fame.
Shakira.
She's not rock and roll per se, but she is. Oh, she's terrific.
Yeah.
and she's got 20 hits.
But you could say that about Iron Maiden. I
No,
mean,
you can't.
Well, to the
They
people
don't
that
have
love
20
no,
yet.
but they appeal to a different audience.
Oh, yeah.
To the people that love Iron Maiden, they're going to name off 40 songs that they absolutely worship.
For sure.
So,
For sure.
Yeah, so Luther Vandross is in there, and Wu-Tang Clan was the last one.
yeah, I don't.
They were pioneers in their field, I guess.
Oh no,
but,
of course.
Of course they were,
but not rock and roll.
So was Luther Vandross,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not rock and roll.
But I think it's just become the Music Hall of Fame now.
Yeah.
But still, there should be standards. I mean, hardly any of those names that you mentioned. Oh, yeah, that's instant Hall of Fame.
Sure.
I mean, there's just. I'm trying to think of what bands are going right now that are instant Hall of Fame.
Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, she will
She's
be.
not a band,
But she's not rock and roll either.
Right.
I mean,
And
well,
U2's already in. aren't they?
U2's already in, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge U2 fan, but yes, U2 is Hall of Fame.
For
I
sure.
mean, they've been here for 40 years. I remember them singing on the barge, I Will Follow,
Yeah.
1982 black and white video on MTV. That was my first. I'm like, who is this band from Ireland?
Yeah, my favorite album of theirs is The Unforgettable Fire. That's got Pride in the Name of Love on it. And
That's
it's
a good
just,
song.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got a ton of hits.
Yeah, they do.
No, I don't. They're one of those bands where I like a lot of their
I
music,
put them with Dave Matthews.
but I have never bought a.
I have their greatest hits, their greatest CD hits. Same thing I do with ELO, Supertramp, bands that I like but don't like a lot. I just get their greatest hits.
Our co-worker on our sister station on Sunday is doing his annual Hall of Fame snub show, which is, plays music from bands that should be in. And he's got a list here. Blind Faith, that's Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood.
Okay, now
but
they have one
they
project.
weren't around long enough to be in the Hall of Fame.
One project.
So they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, right?
No.
I don't care who.
Canned Heat.
No.
maybe?
No.
Derek
I
and,
love Canned Heat, but no, they didn't do enough.
Derek and the Dominoes.
Not-
again.
One of my favorite albums.
But not
No.
around long enough.
No.
Jay Giles.
Look
I
at
think,
Suter and I
think-
agreeing on everything.
I think Jay Giles is a good,
Never a fan.
love the Jay Giles band.
I never liked him, so I'm biased. I hate
Jethro
their music.
Tull.
Oh,
I know you
God.
hate them, but
I would give them more consideration than these guys just because they've been around and they do have a few hits but Aqualung, but their best song is Skating Away, and now you've heard that one, haven't you, Hunter?
Of course,
that's a great song.
I love Jethro Tull.
Oh my God.
Yeah. King Crimson again.
No.
Little Feat is on the list. We all agree that.
Now, I'm biased, but I think they should be in. I think Lowell George, God rest his soul. I mean, he did a lot outside of Little Feat too.
Yeah. Iggy Pop.
No.
The Replacements.
No.
No.
Okay.
They need to be replaced.
No.
Thin Lizzy.
No.
Pete Townsend as a solo artist.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Empty Glass is one of my all-time favorites, but not as a solo.
No.
Not enough.
What about Joe Walsh as a solo artist?
Probably not.
Or the James Gang.
No. The James Gang, no.
Johnny Winter.
No.
But Joe Walsh should be in.
Joe Walsh as himself, just as what he did, everything together. Yes, Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Eagles, James Gang. Life's Been Good. No, he's absolutely.
I mean,
should be.
Thin Lizzy. I mean, Phil Lynott is sort of a legend who died way too young. But did they do enough to be in the Hall of Fame?
No.
He died in 1986.
No.
Okay. XTC, I know you're going to say no.
I love Senses Working Overtime. I love that song, but no.
Okay. Everybody has. See, this is great. This is a great thing about music. Everybody has an opinion.
Okay, so you're saying that XTC is under consideration for the Hall of Fame?
No, these are this is
these guys.
Our coworker. These are guys he thinks should be in the Hall of Fame but are not.
The only song
everybody's got a list.
The only song I know by XTC is Senses Working Overtime. You've heard that, haven't you?
Yeah, Peter
Great
Pumpkinhead,
song.
My God. What's the other one? There's a bunch of other great ones.
Peter Pumpkinhead.
The Ballad of Peter Pumpkin. And we play the one from Crash Test Dummies, their version of it.
So are the Byrds in the Hall of Fame?
I believe they are.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the Crash Test Dummies should not be.
No. Gosh.
Although, you know what? They were here a couple of years ago, and I went and saw them, and they were really good.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
All these bands are good, and all these acts are good, but they're not rock and roll. Most of them.
Doesn't Crash? Don't they have that song with the guy with the deep, where he's like, they have some song that you guys used to play that's just hard to listen. That one, I hate that song.
So what about the Superman song? Remember that one?
No.
Yeah. Well,
No, but I think like Bob Seger, not a huge fan, but instant Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Instant Hall of Fame without question. Tom Petty, instant Hall of Fame without question.
100%.
Yeah. I think both
Prince, Hall of Fame without question.
Yeah, I think all three of them got in on their first.
As they should.
And should have.
As they should.
And I'm not a big Prince fan, and I'm not
a huge Prince fan, but there's some of his songs I really like.
No, he should
but
be.
not huge. Michael Jackson,
Of course.
Not. I guess he's not necessarily rock, but he's a lot closer than some of the music we're talking about.
Yeah.
But like if somebody said Foghat, no, not Fog.
Michael Jackson should be in with the Jackson 5 alone, not even considering.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah,
his single.
How about Foghat?
I can't think of anything they did.
Oh God.
Slow Ride.
Fool for the City.
Okay.
None of them I like.
I love all.
Yeah,
that
I don't
stuff.
like any of them.
I don't either. But
But yes,
I Just Want to Make Love to You. They're
okay.
Long version of that.
All right, yeah, they
Okay.
probably be.
There should be a
is
whole.
Grand Funk in?
They should be.
They should be, even though I only like one of their
that's
songs.
That's like '70s arena rock. That's where
I like one Grand Funk song, which is
one?
I'm Your Captain. I love that song. It's
cool.
I love that song. All their other stuff, nah.
I don't think I ever smoked enough pot to like that song. Really,
I'm Your
like
Captain?
That song.
Love their version of the Locomotion. Todd Rundgren produced it. And
Todd
it's
Rundgren, instant Hall of Fame.
Oh, absolutely.
Locomotion's been a great song. Whoever did it.
Because Todd Rundgren did a ton with Utopia.
Top 10, 3 different decades. That
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
You've heard of Utopia, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, guys. How we doing?
Doing okay.
Hey, as far as Todd Rundgren, I just saw him recently down at Riverside.
Yeah.
Worst concert I've ever seen.
Was that
He
right?
was terrible. Absolutely terrible. He played, it was like he was just playing music for himself. And then at the end of the concert, he did a montage of all of his hits with the exception of Bang the Drum. He would not play that song.
He hates that song.
I'm with him.
I'm not a big fan of that song
Not
either.
at all.
It just kills him.
Now, Jim and I will tell you that's the best song you've ever heard in your life because it's what they play in Green Bay when we score a touchdown.
Yeah, and and a lot of other places.
It's on
too.
Utopia's greatest hits album I have. Yeah.
So Todd
It's funny you
Rundgren.
guys were Sorry.
If
Go
I
ahead.
were to go see Todd Rundgren, it would be a loop of "Hello, It's Me," and then end of concert.
Okay, well, I've seen him.
I love that song.
I've seen him twice. He was in this touring production called "I Walk Down Abbey Road," and it was outstanding. It was him, one of the guys from Grand Funk, Christopher Cross, believe it or not, Alan Parsons.
How long ago was this?
This is like 15, 20 years ago.
Tom,
and Jack Bruce of Cream.
Todd Rundgren's got to be in his 80s now.
All right,
isn't he?
so
Probably.
they would come out each solo and do their two of their favorite Beatles songs and then one of their songs. Okay,
Cool.
So each of them did 3 songs, took a break, then they all came out and just did Beatles songs together. It was very cool.
Oh, I
It's
would
also
love
15
that.
years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Todd
yeah.
Rundgren's
No,
old now.
I saw Todd about 3 years ago in Iowa City, and the first set was all hits and all stuff that everybody recognized.
That other people did.
No, that he did.
That he did.
It was him. The first thing he did was "Hello, It's Me."
Yeah.
And he told the story that was the first song he ever wrote. And, you know, how cool is that? That it became
Great.
such a
Well,
big
I don't think, Jim, I don't think when I saw him down in Riverside, I don't think he was happy about being there. I really don't.
hit. Probably not.
Well, no, he wasn't because no stories with any of the songs. He never really did anything to make contact with the crowd. He just played music, did his little montage, and walked off the stage, and that was all there was. And then you guys were talking about Prince. Well, I'm up in Minneapolis right now, and where I just delivered to is literally right around the corner from Prince's home.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't realize it until I got there that that's where I was at. I think isn't it called Paisley Park?
Yeah. Well, the second half of my
defense line. Go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
The second half of my Todd Rundgren story was after the break. He took questions from the audience that people had written down, and then he did a whole set of what you just experienced, a bunch of stuff I had never heard before. Really deep tracks. And I had a Rundgren fan sitting next to me, and he didn't recognize half of them.
Our band was going to record at Paisley Park, but it was just too expensive.
I can imagine.
And so we had to say,
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in the fence line, like homage to him, you know, to
I'm
Prince
sure.
and that. So, can we go to the Hawks? I came in late, so I didn't get to hear what you guys were talking about. But my question for Mr. Suter or Pat, do you think the way we have finished the season on the men's side that might drop us down to a 10?
Who knows? A 10 may be better than an 8 or 9 as far as that goes, because we don't.
Yeah.
If you're a 10, you don't play the 1 right in their second game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is if you go 7-10, then that's better than 8-9, and you wouldn't have to face, somebody a number 1 seed in the second round where you pretty much know you're going to get bopped out of the tournament. So,
Tom Davis syndrome.
You'd face a 2 seed.
Yeah.
It's still going to be pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd like to think your odds are a little better than hitting up one of the top 4 in the country. But
Yeah,
was
maybe
there
a
any
little.
talk with you guys? I'm sorry, Mr. Suter.
Yeah, you're good.
I was just going to see, was there any talk about how the last shot for the Hawks went up and who took it? Because that really didn't buy Coach's explanation on that one.
Well, he had a very good explanation for it after the game.
Well, I heard what he said. I don't understand. I mean, I get, you want to get the shot up before they have the chance to foul you. But, what you have 2 great shooters on the court that can both nail 3-point baskets.
Who are you talking about?
see why one of those
who are you
two-
talking about besides Sturts?
Thanks. Number 8.
Cooper
name's
Koch.
escaping.
Koch?
Yeah, Koch.
Okay.
I would have one of those two, either one of those two. I would have taken Koch because I think he would have nailed the 3-pointer there.
Well, the
at end.
defense-
I don't think he was open.
The defense knows that too.
Yeah.
They were guarded.
I get that, but we just came out of a timeout. Isn't there something you could have done?
Well, he was
Either
the
one
third.
of them?
He was the third
They
option.
tried, but the defense also came out of a timeout, prepared.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
Austin was one of 3 options, and probably
Howard.
without a doubt
Howard
was
took
third.
Howard.
No, I was talking about the one
the
before
one before that, yeah. So
It's just disappointing, the way the season ended for them. It's just, what?
Season's not over.
10 going down the stretch.
Season's not over.
We'll be playing, but, we'll see. I mean, we've been pretty good on neutral courts this season, so hopefully that'll continue.
True.
I mean, with the exception of yesterday.
That's
what
true.
Are we, like 4-1, 5-1, something like
Yeah,
that?
they beat Old Miss
court?
and Grand Canyon, but Old Miss ended up being like below. They're not a good team at all. So I mean, and Grand Canyon is okay too. So we'll
Beautiful
see.
place to visit, Pat. But
Yeah, what I'm saying though is those two victories don't look as good now as they did
No,
back
that's
then.
true.
Old Miss ended up not being very good at all this year.
That's true. Jerry, thanks for the call. We got to take our break.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Yep,
All
see ya.
right, you guys have a great day. Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks. We'll be right back.
All right, you're listening to Hawk Fanatic on the mighty 1630 KCJJ.
Your life is always changing, and a lot of things can affect how and what you save. So a good retirement plan changes with your life. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. So start a conversation today. Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far. For information locally, call 338-3799 or 866-217-2369 or stop by 501 12th Avenue, Suite 201, Coralville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC.
Check out the best source for your Iowa City area high school sports coverage. Go to yourprepsports.com. Hi, this is Pat Harty. City High, West High, Liberty High, Regina, West Branch, Solon, Clear Creek, Amanic. Your Prep Sports has all the boys and girls high school sports you crave. You'll get free, in-depth reporting from dedicated sports journalists on your favorite teams: football, basketball, golf, volleyball, track, softball, and baseball seasons. Profiles, pictures, video, and more. Get in on the action. Go to yourprepsports.com today and spread the word.
You love our food at the Ox Yoke Inn. How about helping prepare or serve it? If you are dependable for weekly scheduled shifts, we have a position for you. You'll be trained by the best. Apply for cook, baker, food server, or bartender online at oxyokeinn.com or in person. We'll even buy you lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch. Ox Yoke Inn, an Amana College tradition since 1940. Apply today.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Once upon a time, in the land of the Hawkeyes, a business grew. A business that would become synonymous with real estate. Hi, I'm Steve Anderson of Hawkeye Title and Settlement. When you're buying or selling your home, you'll need title and settlement services. Consider the Hawkeye Title and Settlement team. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
1-800-800-ROSE.
1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country.
1-800-800-ROSE.
It's so easy. Just remember one number, 1-800-800-ROSE, your FTD florist.
1-800-800-ROSE.
Remember,
don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying hit a deer, call Premier for years, and it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a dear and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier. When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
Today on Hey Culligan, soft water, cleaner environment. What do you say, Greg?
Hey Culligan, are you saying if I have a Culligan high-efficiency water softener, I'm also helping the environment?
It sounds like you're saying it, Greg, and yes, you are, because with the Culligan high-efficiency water softener, you'll use less detergent, soap, and harsh chemicals, and that's good for the planet.
Now you're saying it.
You bet I am, Greg. Soft water and a cleaner environment is already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
I'm meteorologist Brandon Bormans. The main story today is the wind. A high wind warning in effect today. Winds could gust as high as 50 miles per hour. It'll be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-40s, but don't be fooled, it will not be a pleasant day to be outside today. Increasing clouds tonight with lows near 30 with winds relaxing. On Saturday, mostly cloudy with highs in the mid to upper 40s. That's your latest forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently, it's 39.
KCJJ weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Back with Hawk Fanatic on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Tom Suter, Pat Harty.
All right, quick quiz.
Yes?
Who is the number 7 scorer in Iowa basketball history for one season?
Would that be Bennett Sturtz?
Yeah, it would be Bennett Sturtz. His next basket will put him past Freddie Brown.
Wow. Okay.
Of course, he's got, the shot clock and three-pointers, but this
and more games.
But this kid's had a great season.
No, he's been as good as advertised.
Yes, he sure has.
I mean, he made first team All Big Ten by the media. I think the coaches picked him second team. But no, he's been a delight to cover. And the season's not over yet.
No.
I mean, it's not over yet. And yeah, they're in kind of a funk, 4 out of 5. But again, you win that. They win that first round of the NCAA game. You're going to come in here so freaking happy, and you'll be kind of symbolic of the fans. That's the power of the NCAA tournament.
I'll be very
one
happy.
win can erase a lot of frustration. And if McCollum can get one win in the tournament and have that be the 22nd win, yeah, you want to win the next one, of course. But if you don't, you still have something to build on in the offseason as opposed to losing 5 out of your last 6, including the first round. Get that one NCAA tournament game, and it'll change things dramatically. That's a big if, though.
It is, because you're going to play somebody who's probably had a similar
season,
to yours.
similar ability.
Yep.
Now it all comes down to matchups. That's the one thing you can't really control. I mean,
no, you're right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kern.
They said the more reason why they're moving the
the basketball thing to Ames for 5 years is it's a more intimate basketball atmosphere to a tighter venue, and they've got more upgraded facilities. So they want a fresh experience.
Hilton Coliseum has more upgraded facilities than Wells Fargo Arena, or
I
whatever
don't
it's
think
called.
so.
That's ridiculous.
It's money.
Casey's.
That's a nice
That doesn't make
That's
it.
what they were
Casey's
saying,
Arena.
and they want a tighter atmosphere because it's smaller. And I
Well-
guess there were a lot of empty seats I could see in there.
Well, there's still. I mean, Hilton holds about 14, 15, and
There are going to be empty seats at Hilton, too.
yes, I mean, there's games where
Well, that's what I would think, but
I think it's money contract more than something, but who knows? What do we know? So you're saying who was telling you this, Karn? Where were you hearing this?
oh, I heard this from somebody. I was asking somebody about it, and they told me.
Okay.
It was a person that
So was it
supposed to know something.
Was it the popcorn vendor at the
No,
gymnastics meet?
no. It was somebody that I know in sports.
Okay.
And anyway, do you think Iowa State's going to beat Arizona today?
No. But would I be shocked if they did? No. Iowa State's a good team. I just think Arizona's slightly better.
Yeah.
But stranger
And
things have certainly
Ray
happened.
didn't do much for our Regina team.
Well, no.
He tried.
Ray does a real nice job. He likes it.
Well, he was 0 for 4 until Wednesday night. So
Yeah, well, they won one.
Yeah.
They won. They won two, maybe. Anyway, Regina did. They were big and tall for that first game I saw them play.
Yeah.
But yesterday, that who's the team that beat them?
Applington Parkersburg.
No, but they beat Applington. They were much bigger than they were.
Yeah.
Was it Woodward Granger?
Oh, I'm sorry, Unity Christian.
And then Union, they were a tall team.
Unity
And
Christian.
they
That's
could
one of
hit
my
the threes.
That's one of my favorite songs by
Night Ranger.
Night Ranger. Yeah.
Are they in the Hall of Fame?
They are not.
See, I would put.
Okay,
anyway.
well, you guys have a good day. I looked across the street, and there's cornfield, and there's all kinds of paper blown up against the corn stalks.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll bet.
It's blowing everywhere.
So somebody must have their garbage out, and it's just emptied.
Yep.
A lot of somebodies.
Okay, guys,
Thanks,
have a
Karen.
good day, and don't blow away.
And go Hawks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
My neighbor just texted that she put my garbage can away and put a brick on top of it. So
Oh,
it's
that's
safe.
really
That's
nice.
nice.
I saw her out cleaning up my other neighbor's recycling that had blown all over because it kept getting knocked down by the wind.
Jeez.
Oh, this is.
It's windy.
Seems a lot windier now than when I was a kid. I don't remember. And I said that to the guy that comes by picking up the yard waste. He said the same thing. He looked about my age. It just seems like it's way windier now than it used to be.
You know, I don't know about that because
I don't either. I'm just.
as a kid, I didn't pay much attention to wind.
But as a
unless
kid,
there
I'd
was
pay
snow.
attention to something like this,
Yeah.
or the derecho, and it just seems like we've had some really odd wind
yeah.
things.
Well, I think earlier this week there was a tornado that was on the ground for almost an hour. That's really
incredible.
rare.
It's like the guest that wouldn't leave.
What a great
Hopefully,
skit.
hopefully anyone get hurt?
I believe there was maybe one or two deaths, but
Was that the one in Illinois or
yeah,
Indiana?
like, yeah, it's
Yeah, I heard an
Kankakee.
elderly couple maybe died in their home. God, that's so sad. I always, when I hear those things, man, I'm like, what a way to go.
I hate that.
You hear that house crashing in on you. Ugh.
Oh, do you guys want the Big Ten lacrosse schedule? They just released it.
Well, since
Big
I would
Ten lacrosse.
since I would have a lacrosse.
What do we have? Like 4 teams?
I don't know.
Well, here,
just looking at the email.
yeah, get it. How many? I had no idea how many of the 18 institutions of higher learning.
And I'm guessing
how many have
I'm guessing
lacrosse.
Northwestern's probably good at lacrosse. That would be my guess. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm guessing the Eastern teams probably all have a lacrosse.
Penn
team.
State, Rutgers, Maryland.
Well, the game Maryland, you're right. Ohio State, Rutgers, Penn State, USC, Northwestern, of course.
I think Northwestern's a dominant lacrosse program. I
think you're right.
In women's lacrosse.
Did I say Ohio State?
Yes.
Yes.
Michigan. Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah. So they got all.
Well, maybe
Sounds like about 8.
Well,
then.
Iowa State's getting rid of their they're getting rid of one women's team and they're going to field another one. Maybe they'll do lacrosse.
Iowa State's getting rid of their gymnastics.
Your
team.
first broadcast is tomorrow afternoon at noon as Virginia takes on Maryland. There you go.
But yeah, they're getting rid of their gymnastics team, but they did announce that they're going to. I think they have another team in mind. I don't even know. There's probably reports what sport that's going to be. I doubt it's going to be lacrosse.
I mean, I actually saw the Iowa State gymnastics team this year. They're pretty good.
Yeah, you hate
fun to watch.
You hate seeing that stuff.
Yeah, you sure do.
Well, yeah, because the kids that are going to school to be there, and all of a sudden now their sport's been taken away, so they got to either transfer or just retire.
Well, we're also in a state where Iowa's the only Division I baseball program. Think about that.
Which I don't like.
You and I, Iowa State and Drake, none of them have baseball.
Yeah.
Wisconsin doesn't have
Wisconsin
baseball.
doesn't have baseball.
Wisconsin has hockey.
Well, yeah,
They do.
I mean, and hockey's really expensive.
Yeah, boy, is it ever.
So that's probably part of the reason they don't have baseball. But still, just the fact that Iowa's the only in-state program that has baseball, it's just kind of wild when you think
I
about it.
don't like it.
Yeah,
it's not a good wrinkle, but that's.
I mean, Wisconsin's been without baseball for
20 years, haven't they?
Well, I think it was like the early 90s. I think so. It's been a long time. I think it happened when Barry, right around that time, I believe. And you and I, Heller was the coach there. They've been without baseball for about 20 years. And I can't remember the last time Iowa State had baseball. I know it's been a while for them, too. Drake, I mean, when I was at Drake in the mid-'80s, we didn't have baseball. So it's just kind of depressing when you think about it, especially when you think about all the money that's involved with football and men's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well,
just
but that's
millions of dollars.
And the problem is the Iowa State gymnastics. That money gets reallocated to
Yes.
football. It just does.
Yeah.
And in fairness, football does earn most of it. But like that meeting they had with the 37 people there, the message I got from that was, well, man, we don't like these athletes making the kind of millions they're making. It should only be made by us adults. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. I mean, Nick Saban talking about, Nick Saban made millions, and he earned it. Don't get me wrong, but everything seems a little different now that the athletes are getting all this money. There seems to be a lot of adults that are bothered by
blowback.
It's just hypocrisy.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't stop a kid who's 18 years old from earning money in a market that's willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's where we are, though. They're trying to. I mean, didn't Trump mention he thinks that it should be a scholarship and maybe $10,000 a year that you get? I mean, the market should determine what they get.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Oh,
it shouldn't
100%.
be. Yeah, I don't get that.
What did you say yesterday? We were talking sports, and you were talking about what it would cost to field a team out of the portal, top players out of the portal.
For a Power 5 team or Power 4.
Talking about basketball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a good team, at least $10 million.
$5 to $10 million
At least,
is a starting lineup, and that's not counting the rest of your
I
team.
mean, Iowa they've got over $5 million a year.
Yeah, I'm sure
that
they do.
use. Yeah, but to me, I think it's 10 to 15 if you really want to make a serious dent in the portal.
Well, yes, the centers are like upwards of about $2 million. 2 to 3 million. Yeah.
Yeah, and positions do matter, but it still comes down to who's the best.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So the portal opens after the NCAA tournament. Is that how that works?
Well, it opens often. I'm sure when it's open.
It's
again.
open already. I mean, some kids have
and,
declared.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still declare what you're going to do, whether it's open or not. I mean, you just can't do it until it's open.
Yeah,
but you can mention and announce your intentions and what have you, whenever you want to do that. So, but no, once the season ends, then you're going to start. You'll see Iowa. You'll start seeing names because those recruiting sites are just ready to just turn over every name they hear, and every guy, every point guard in the country is going to have interest in Iowa by the first week in April, don't you think, Tom?
Sure, they will.
But no, you're going to start seeing names. I mean, I know Rob and I have been talking about it, about trying to, keep the database going, and because you're going to start seeing Iowa mentioned. I've already started seeing a little bit of it, but for most, the season's got to be over before you really start getting serious about it.
Well, I saw where, as of yesterday, there were already over 65 of women have declared for the basketball already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the women.
3 of them from Indiana.
I mean, the women portal's starting to pick up more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And it will continue to pick up.
Yeah.
Especially if the NIL money continues to grow. Because that's a big part of what's pushing it. The desire to make more money elsewhere, and it's the pasture's always greener somewhere else. At least that seems to be the mentality now. If things don't work out right away, just leave.
Like Indiana got 3 gals entered the portal.
Well, they're a mess.
They are a mess, and one of them she's 6'4", and say, she's average 0.4 points per game.
Just being 6'4" doesn't. I mean,
she
there's
doesn't play.
a lot more. But no, I can't believe how quick Indiana has basically unraveled. They were a top 20 program for a while, weren't they?
They were, and they've got a great recruiting class coming in, but they're a mess this year. They were not good.
Yeah, and are these all recruits coming from high school?
Yes.
That's in this day and age. That's not enough.
Well, no, it isn't.
That's not nearly enough. They're going to have to do something in the portal if they want to be competitive next year, I would think. I mean, I think like with Iowa, they've got a 5-star coming in, and she's going to help, but she's not going to have to come in and be a phenom. She's going to have to come in and be a key contributor, but they'll have other pieces to build around. I mean, Ava Hayden will be who they build around next year, and chit-chat, and then McKenna can come in and be a nice piece, but she won't have that burden of, you're the 5-star, you have to lift us to the promised land. That won't be asked from her.
No. Taylor Stremlow's played real well.
Yeah. No, there's a nice cast of players
nucleus
coming back.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, they have a nice nucleus coming back. They have a nice nucleus now. They're just not elite.
No.
As they were so rudely reminded in their last outing.
On Sunday, yes.
You gotten over that yet?
But boy, that was a beatdown.
It was. Did you watch the U.S. Team USA last night?
I didn't watch them last night. I watched the first game
I forgot
that
about
Caitlin
it.
played in.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
And she was great in game 1. Evidently, last night, not as much.
Well, she did okay. It wasn't. She had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal in just over 18 minutes. So she was.
What'd she shoot from 3?
1 of 5. Made a logo for 3 yesterday. I
I mean, even before she got hurt, she was not shooting well from 3.
Yeah, 91-48. They beat Puerto Rico.
Yeah, in the Senegal game when I turned it on, it was 59-19.
Yeah, they beat the spread by 10 points.
And one girl went up for a layup, and
64.
one girl missed a wide open layup and didn't even have the right. She didn't even take off on the right foot. I'm like, good Lord, what did she do against Senegal?
She had 18 or 17 points
17
and 12
points,
rebounds or 12 assists.
12 assists.
What did she shoot from 3?
I don't know.
She was good.
It was made her first one. And
she was like 50% anyway.
Okay.
No, she was real good from 3.
But that Senegal, that was ridiculous. I mean, games like that are just, I don't get the point of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that's maybe a good game for her to start on, For
next thing is, they say the United States has already qualified to play.
Yes,
in
I don't follow the stuff
World
close
Cup
enough
or
to,
whatever the.
Well, I was told that if they lost any of those games, they wouldn't have qualified.
Well,
but like you said, I don't follow the stuff at all. I wouldn't know.
Well, the announcers night 1 said the United States has already qualified.
It says they've already clinched a spot in the World Cup by winning the 2025 FIBA AmeriCup. So that's
okay.
So what's the point? Yeah,
I don't know.
So why are they playing now?
Why are they playing now?
I'm just reading what it
practice.
says. But the qualifying games are still giving players opportunities to stand.
So when do they play
and
next?
Potentially lock up spots on the World Cup roster
tomorrow.
Yeah,
who do they play tomorrow?
Italy.
Well, maybe Italy will at least be able to dribble.
One can hope.
Dribble and shoot and like I said, some of these Senegal players, they just looked overwhelmed.
Yeah, they were not good.
Yeah,
but I didn't expect them to be good either.
No, it's Senegal.
But I did. I watched long enough. I watched Caitlin make a 3, and then I watched her throw a really good pass that her teammate dropped. And they did. I was hoping they would pan to Caitlin so I could see her react, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times?
Caitlin is Caitlin.
Do you know how many times in her career since she came to college she has thrown a really good pass to somebody who?
Yeah.
And it didn't turn out the way it should have. Because the pass was actually maybe too advanced.
Would you say at least 30% of her turnovers were from that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm not knocking the other players because it's, it's
nobody else does it like
it's
her.
It's a freak throwing you the ball, but poor Hannah, like her freshman year, she's running up the court. And I don't think she realized. Oh God, Caitlin!
Where did this ball come from?
It's right here in front of me, and I did not expect this. Yeah, you got to get used to it. But by the time they were done, they had a nice little connection going.
Yep.
But see, that's to me, and I think it's going to be the logo threes will always. Don't get me wrong, but I think Caitlin's going to be more dynamic as a passer in the pros.
Agree.
Well,
I really do.
Some of the comments were about her defense yesterday too. Was pretty good.
Well,
but again, it's Puerto Rico.
But that's the part of her game that she needs to work on. She was not a great defensive player at Iowa. She didn't have to be, and she wasn't asked to be.
Right.
She sent out a tweet or a Instagram post or something that when Kylie Feuerbach was named to the defensive team. She
Yeah.
said, that gal's played defense for both of us for 2 years.
I did see that. That was a great tweet. And because she can be kind of condescending.
Yeah.
Not towards herself, self-deprecating, what I
Yeah.
meant.
Mhm.
That's the word I meant, not condescending. Caitlin is not condescending.
No,
She's
not
a lot of things, but she can be self-deprecating.
Yes, she
And I
can.
thought that was a great quote when I saw that. I mean, it was true to a little bit. Caitlin had so much responsibility on offense that, maybe help her a little bit on defense.
I remember seeing Feuerbach when she was out with that knee injury after a game, walking up, taking my time getting up, and I looked back down on the court, and she was on the court shooting.
Yeah.
Just working hard, trying to get back. And, boy, her defense was certainly a key to their success this season.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's been a real good player. I mean, if she was a better offensive player, she'd be an All-American.
Yeah.
I mean, she's limited offensively. Her shot's inconsistent, but she can guard multiple positions, which it's easy to overlook. She can guard point guards, shooting guards, and small forwards.
When I watch her, she's just so annoying to the offense. I mean, it doesn't matter how tall or how quick they are. She's right in their face all the time. And that's
That would annoy me as a player.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
annoying.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Well, it'll be interesting to see who both the men and the women are matched up against.
Well, the women are probably going to be playing. I think they're still going to be a 2 seed, aren't they? Did they lose
Yeah, I think
enough
so.
to fall to a 3 seed? I mean, you never know. But
Well,
even if there's 3 seed, they'd still be hosting.
Well, they moved up 2 slots in the top 25, even though they lost to UCLA.
By over 50 points.
Yeah, they're 7th.
Well, that's because teams above them must have lost in
Yes,
the tournament.
of course.
Those rankings are just.
I know, but
they'll still be. I mean, my guess is they'll be playing a 15 seed.
Yeah,
And-
we should win the first game fairly easily.
And then the second game's going to be a
little more challenging.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a lot more challenging. I mean, Caitlin lost that round to a Creighton team that on paper, I guarantee you going into it, we weren't talking about Iowa losing that game.
No.
And they did.
First part of that game, so it's good to see Lauren Jensen playing again. And
then by the end, you hated her, didn't you? Traitor.
Forever.
You traitor, right?
Oh, yeah, Benedict Arnold.
Benedict Arnold. I never realized she was that good.
Oh, man, she was.
Could you imagine her and Caitlin playing together? That's what I was when I was watching that game. I'm like, man, she and Caitlin would have been dynamic together.
Yeah, they sure would have.
That was one of her best games she ever played, though, too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely rose up.
She was terrific.
She didn't make the WNBA, did she?
No.
But no, she would have been a nice piece. But she left because she knew that she plays the game a lot like Caitlin. There's only so many balls to dribble and so many people to run the offense.
No, that's right.
But no, she ended up finding a nice place. But yeah, that was a tough one. I did not see that coming.
Oh, man, at that game, that was just brutal. It was like all the air let out of a balloon.
Absolutely.
Instantly, you could have heard a
Well, because remember, they went to the
pin
Sweet
drop.
16 Caitlin's freshman year. Granted, it was
Yeah.
COVID, but they still went to the Sweet 16 to lose in the second round, and she vowed to be back.
At
And
home.
boy, was she. To go NCAA runner-up the next 2 years, I don't think anyone leaving the arena that day thought that's what was going to happen.
Oh, we had 2 shots at the rim to win that game, and they didn't make them.
Wasn't one of them Susano?
Yeah, and the other one was Caitlin.
Yeah, wasn't Susano's like point blank? I mean, it was a very makeable
Caitlin's was a tough,
floater.
but it was still a layup. I mean, it's a shot she's made a million times. But yeah, Monica's was point blank. Yes, it was. And man, it
Moment of
was
silence for
just
that game.
sepulchral.
I remember watching it from home because obviously Susan Harmon was covering it for Hawk Fanatic at the time, and I'm like, are they going to lose this game? But maybe that's what helped to propel them.
That probably did.
You always say there's always this moment where, guys, it's not enough what we're doing. We got to do more. And and then of course, as crazy as it sounds, Caitlin got better.
Yeah,
she got better as a junior and senior, and so did her supporting cast. And Stokey wasn't there yet, was she? She wasn't on that team that lost because she was with Caitlin as a junior and senior, right, for 2 years.
Yeah.
That was Caitlin's sophomore.
Yeah.
And I think getting Stokey in, because Stokey played from the very beginning, she provided a degree of athleticism that they just didn't have, her ability to run up and down the court and get rebounds.
Great rim
and Journey
runner.
Houston, Journey doesn't run the court like Hannah does, but Journey has a real knack for knowing where the ball's going.
She is a good player.
She's a good player, and she's only going to get better. If she can get that, shot better, more reliable elbow jumper, man, she's going to be really tough to defend.
Yeah.
But I still think her best position is going to always be small forward, even though she's only 6 feet tall.
Well, she's got to shoot better, a little better.
But a lot of people say she's eventually going to go back to shooting guard. No, I don't see that happening. I think she's a small forward at this level.
Of course, we just had, Kylie Fuhlbrock playing as a small forward who was not a good shooter, so Journey's already
Yeah, but
better.
I never thought Kylie played as a small forward. I just thought she was another guard. That's kind of how I looked at it.
Fair enough.
A 3-guard offense. Journey, to me, though, is definitely a forward. Really good in traffic, really good under the basket. She's more effective than Kylie under the basket. They're different types of players.
Much.
But yeah, I did not think Journey Houston would be this valuable this early. I didn't.
Well, Kylie would be a 2-3 and Journey's a 3-4, right?
Yeah. Well, 4 would be a stretch, but yeah, I think she's closer to a 4 at this level than a guard, than a shooting guard. Yeah. I mean, God, if Journey was 2 inches taller, well, she might be at Connecticut or South Carolina. You never know.
True.
I mean, because she was a 5-star at one point, and
was.
they list her, I believe, at 6 feet. No, if she was 6'2", 6'3", with all the skills she has, wow.
Boy, is she even 6 feet? Is she?
They list her at 6 feet. Yeah, I mean, I'm now shorter than 6 feet as I get older.
Yeah, me too.
And I think she's I think she's about a legitimate. Caitlin was a legitimate 6 feet.
Yeah.
And I know her defense wasn't much, but by the end, though, she was figuring ways to use her length.
She could make some plays.
To disrupt she blocked shots from behind. She would disrupt passing lanes and what have you. But she just, I mean, with Kylie, Kylie's assignment was defense the way Caitlin was running the offense. That's kind of what their priorities were. That's how they had to be.
Yeah.
So back to music.
Back to whatever we want to go back to.
Well, we've got, let's see, baseball, softball are both out of town. Softball's at
Illinois.
And I enjoyed that interview with Stacy on Wednesday.
I did. Baseball's at Penn State.
I think the softball program's in good hands.
They just moved the baseball time today to 2:30 because apparently there's going to be some weather there. It was supposed to be 4:30, so they moved it up 2 hours.
And then is it UCLA in town next week for Iowa baseball?
I believe you're right.
Watch, that cold weather will be gone. It'll be like 60 for UCLA.
That's what it's supposed to be.
So that cold weather that we're getting on Monday and Tuesday will be gone by the weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
So we're literally getting like 24 to 36 hours of like a little Arctic Arctic.
Yeah, basically.
Correct.
Yep.
And so, yeah, the snow will all be gone. I mean, even if we get 9 inches, if it's 50, it'll be gone in a couple days.
Yeah, Thursday next week, 60.
9 inches.
59 on Friday, 63 Saturday, 79 on Sunday, a week from Sunday. Now, that's, of course, we're 7, 8, 9 days out, but that's what they're saying.
But still, if they're saying 79, I mean,
isn't that crazy?
Can you imagine how lucky UCLA is going to get in that regard?
Yeah, for sure.
Because when I saw that schedule, the first thing I jumped out at me was UCLA in March. That Iowa's got to love that.
Could be an advantage.
It'll be warmer in Iowa City than it will be in LA on Sunday.
It might be.
It might be. No, it might be.
Well, when we left to go down to Arizona, when we left Iowa City, the weather in Iowa was almost exactly the same thing as it was.
Well, there was one
parts
day
of
recently
Arizona.
when I went for a walk with way too much on, and I sweat. It was 70 and humid. It was miserable. It felt like June, and that was just like 8 days ago.
It's just crazy, the difference in the weather patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that's going to suck if we get 5 to 9 inches, I'm guessing there's going to be press conferences like Carver for the women probably next Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, there will be. So the weather could turn out, if you get 9 inches of snow and more, the weather could turn out to be a major obstacle.
Pain in the ass?
Yes. Yes.
Make them Zoom calls, yeah.
Yeah, long live. God, I hate Zoom calls. You do many Zoom calls, Suter?
Mm-mm. No.
You've done them before, though.
Oh,
haven't you?
yeah.
During the pandemic, they're god
I had
awful.
a bunch of them during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, and still, I mean, like Iowa still does a lot of Zoom calls. And what's funny is I'm hardly ever available for the ones because I'm always in here. They usually do them on like Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm always in here. But they always send me a copy of it. But yeah, I never knew what a Zoom call was until COVID.
Who's zooming who? Back to music.
Like that song. That's a good song. But remember, Spotify.
Great song.
Yeah.
Spotify's lurking.
Hello, the UCLA baseball game is 27th, 28th, and 29th.
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. Okay, so.
Okay.
Thanks, Karen.
So who do they play next week?
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, I thought you were looking
I
at the
have
schedule.
I just earlier.
I knew it was March.
Yeah, earlier I just.
But hell, it could be back to the 40s in late March.
Yeah.
And the next for the softballers, it's Minnesota will be our
here. And then who's the
first,
baseball? Who's the baseball?
I don't have baseball.
Oh, the baseball's Big Ten home run, but I don't have it off the top of my head. Tommy, do you know?
I'm looking it up right now.
So the weather's too far away to know what it's going to be like for UCLA in late March.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. Come on.
I printed off the softball schedule when we interviewed.
Sure.
Yeah, we should probably. Idea might be to print off all the schedules, so we're not.
I know.
We're left in moments like this all the time.
I have them sometimes, and then somebody throws them away because there's only so.
Maybe
much.
there's like a basket or something we could put them in, and
Maybe
just have.
a folder. It would be nice. Yeah.
And is it still not coming up yet? Here,
It is. Here it comes.
You just.
All right. So let's see. Damn it.
Here, I'll get it. You just go to the website.
All right. Michigan State.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know anything about Michigan State.
Oh wait. Let's see. So they're they're away next week. They're at Michigan State. Their home opener is the UCLA, but it's the 27th, 28th, and 29th.
Okay. I'm guessing that could draw a decent crowd if the weather's good, but
Sure.
Party is selfishly wants the
That's
weather
my,
not to be real good.
Birthday weekend.
Yeah, I
There
could
you go.
27, 28, 29.
spend it over at Banks Field. Just,
We're going to be going to see The Music Man, and I think Jesus Christ Superstar. That could be the week before, but it's a music weekend for me, or music time more than a baseball.
Boy, that'd be just, I don't know.
You couldn't.
I've seen both of them, but I don't know that I'd want to go again.
Jesus Christ, Superstar.
Oh, I loved that, man.
God. Who sang that song?
It was
Jesus Christ.
ensemble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember watching that as a kid.
But wasn't Ian Gillian
Yes.
from Deep Purple
It
in
sure
the,
was.
the original band?
Yes.
On the soundtrack?
Yes.
Didn't that come out in like the early 70s?
Yeah.
Okay. I always got it mixed up with Hair. Didn't it come out about the same time as Hair?
A little bit later than Hair. Hair was 69, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like Hair?
You like the Cowsills doing Hair?
The Cowsills don't like
okay.
us.
Oh, I didn't mind Hair. I mean, a lot of I didn't like the music near as well as I liked Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Ann and I met, so I got a soft spot, obviously.
What do you mean where you met?
Because I was in the band that played in a local production of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, and Ann was in the audience?
No, Ann was Mary Magdalene.
Oh, okay. So this was like some type of play type thing?
It was that we did for it was a church production.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. So it was divine intervention. That was
Evidently. Evidently. Yeah, our Mary Magdalene that we had to start was just awful. I mean, she just couldn't hardly sing at all. And Ann's brother, Paul, was the director. And said, would you mind terribly if my sister came in and auditioned? She's currently doing a Godspell with City High. Would it be okay if she came in and auditioned? When we wiped the tears out of our face, we were crying out of relief. Please.
What year was this?
77.
Okay. About 50 years ago.
76 or 77.
50 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
yikes.
Was in
I was in grade school.
My final years of high school about then.
I was in
aren't
sixth
you guys
grade.
great?
I was in 6th grade, Suter.
Hey, congratulations.
Did
you graduate?
6th grade I did, yes.
All right.
Yes, I did. Byron Rice.
Good work.
Byron Rice Elementary School, which is now a condo. It's got a big apartment complex
wow.
over it. Yeah, they tore it down.
My high school is still standing. Now my elementary school, there's just the facade of the entrance is there. That's it. And they made it into a park.
Elementary school was Hoover, so it is
gone.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's tennis courts, right? And parking lot.
Tennis courts and parking lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Put up a parking lot. What's that song?
Big Yellow Taxi.
Yeah, there you go.
Joni Mitchell.
Paved Paradise. Put up a.
So what's the school that's on the hill there, the Benton Hills? That what's the name of that school that's been an empty building now?
Roosevelt.
Okay, what are they going to do with that?
It's been administrative buildings.
To me,
10 years.
Okay, because I thought it looked like it's abandoned.
Yeah, I don't know what it is now. Well, it could be. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I think it looks like it's because I thought they moved the administration out to the Press Citizen building. Isn't that what is now
the community schools?
I think that's the home office for the community schools, isn't the Press Citizen? Because that's a nice.
Yeah, for a long.
That was it's a nice building.
By there, there's a huge area has been cleared there, though. There's something
By the Press Citizen.
Going to be going on there. Yeah, across the street from the Mexican restaurant and the gas station, that whole area, there's a huge area that's been cleared. So
where ACT is?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're building some senior housing out there, and
because isn't ACT gone?
Yeah, and a bunch of other developments is going out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of land.
But we were surprised when we drove by there, and man, it was just.
Didn't the Gatons family used to own most of that land?
They were talking about. They've been talking about it for about 5 years, but I think it's finally come to fruition. They're going to develop it now.
Yeah.
God, I remember when the ACT was built, and I remember interviewing. Remember when like GPAs and athletes weren't getting in, and I remember having to go do an interview with this head of the ACT because. Like Iowa had a couple prominent recruits that fell just short of making all those. Remember when that stuff was such a big headache?
Oh, yeah.
Years ago. Remember Ed Jenkins, that commit from Columbus, Ohio, 6'8". Guy looked like he would have been great. He missed by just a tiny hair of qualifying. I remember writing that story. That was a blow. I'm not sure where he ended up
Jenkins,
playing.
Man, I hadn't thought
that was a
about
big time recruit. Remember when they almost got Samaki Walker, and he ended up going to Louisville, I believe.
Okay, now snowfall potential from something called Muscatine, Iowa weather.
Okay.
Iowa City is right on the edge of the 6 to 8 or 3 to 6 inches.
Yeah. Either way, it ain't going to be good.
No. Don't want it.
And when does this again? When does it start?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
There may be a little snow overnight tonight, but they're not saying.
My guess is you'll be staying overnight here Sunday night, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, if there's 9, 10, but you just text me in the morning.
I can bring you out a pizza if you need one.
Okay.
Just let me know.
All right.
God, I thought we were through this.
I thought so too. I was telling Tom earlier this week, Tommy, I was walking out and I'm, the snow shovel's still out there and the salt. And I'm like, I should probably store that. Maybe not. Maybe there's one more. Maybe we'll have an ice event or something. No. So now I don't have to take it out from the back anymore. It's still up front. So, all right. Well, I think we've
done enough.
We've done enough damage for one day.
Here tomorrow, though, right?
We have a little more. We'll be able to talk about the quarterfinal Big Ten games tomorrow and whatever else we want to talk about.
There's one Frosty Paul left for Wapsie.
All right.
And we can talk about more snubs for the Hall of Fame if we like to.
You got some police reports coming up, Fran?
I believe we do.
All right. Tommy Lang and Mr. James Hunter coming up with police reports next. HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
Hi, this is Tiffany.